In our previous video, we had an introduction to prepositions. We discussed what prepositions are for, and why we need to study them. Since there are 8 categories of prepositions, we will discuss each in 8 separate videos. We will start with the prepositions of time in this video. Before discussing each preposition under this category, we need to remember a few things. Each example sentence provided will have underlined phrases. Those phrases are called prepositional phrases. The bolded words in the underlined phrase are the prepositions, and the nouns, pronouns, or noun phrases that follow those prepositions are their object, called the object of the preposition. Let's take for example, we have the sentence, "It will start snowing in the morning." This underlined phrase, "in the morning," is the prepositional phrase. The bolded word in this prepositional phrase is the preposition of time to be exact, or to be specific. And the morning here is the object of this preposition. It is a noun. And since morning refers to time, a preposition of time is used. In this sentence, it's the preposition of time, in. Prepositions of time category has 12 prepositions. Let's start with in. In describes months, years, centuries, and quite specific times of day. For example, July, 2012, 21st century, afternoon, evening, morning. Classes start in September. They will visit us in December. In the evening, I'll send her a mail. Notice the prepositional phrases. September, December, and evening are all nouns, and they refer to time. September and December for months, and evening for quite specific time of the day. And since they need a preposition that would modify them or describe them, the preposition of time in fits the role. Next, the preposition of time on. On describes specific days and dates. For example, Monday, Tuesdays, Christmas Day, Valentine's Day, anything that has a day or a date. It could be 21st of May or 15th of December. As long as a specific date is mentioned, this preposition should be used. For example, I have an appointment on Monday. Christmas Day is on December 14th. We go swimming on Saturdays. Notice these nouns, the Monday, December 14th, and Saturdays. They refer to specific days and dates. So the preposition of time on is used. Next, at. At describes very specific and short times of the day. For example, 1 o'clock, 2 p.m., night, dawn, midnight. Let's meet at 8 p.m. I read books at night. Everyone should be alert at a time like this. Now, 8 p.m. and night are nouns. Time like this is a noun phrase. So these are the objects of the preposition at. And since they refer to very specific and short times of the day, the preposition of time at is used. Next, for. For describes durations of time. For example, hours, 2 years, couple of minutes, centuries, 7 days, 14 days, a week. For example, I've been working here for 3 years now. She has been waiting for hours here. Can you wait here for a few minutes? Now, 3 years is a noun phrase. Hours is a noun, and few minutes is also a noun phrase. So they are the objects of the preposition for. And since they refer to durations of time, or for how long something is happening or something happened, then for is used. Next, by. The preposition of time by describes a specific point in the future before an event must be completed, or it refers to or it describes a specific point not later than the given time or not later than the end of the given time interval. Example, end of January, end of the month, first week of August, 10 o'clock. For example, kindly submit the papers by the end of the week. We should be there by the first week of December, meaning before the deadline, these things should happen first. For example, in sentence number 1, we should submit the papers before the end of the week. The same goes with the sentence number 2. We should be there, wherever that place is, before the first week of December. And is a noun. It could also be a verb, but this time, since it refers to time, then it is a noun. And then first week is a noun phrase. They are the objects of the preposition by, and since they refer to a specific point in the future or a deadline, a specific deadline, then the preposition of time by is used. There are 2 prepositional phrases in each sentence because there are 2 prepositions of time, the by and of. But since we are talking about by, let us focus only on by. Next, 2. 2 describes time in relation to the next hour of the day. For example, it's 5 minutes to 11, meaning it is 5 minutes before 11. Next, everyone should gather 20 minutes to the opening, meaning whatever the time of the opening is, everyone should gather 20 minutes before. So 11 and the opening here. 11 is a noun, the opening is the noun phrase, and they are the objects of the preposition to. Since they refer to time in relation to the next hour of the day, the preposition to is used. Next, past. Past describes time in relation to the previous hour of the day. For example, it's 10 minutes past 5, meaning it's 5:10. Next, the event started 5 minutes past 7, meaning it's 7:05. 7:05. The numbers involved here are all nouns. 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock are the previous time, and 5:10 and 7:05 are the present. Now, there are time intervals. 10 minutes between 5 o'clock and 5:10, and 5 minutes between 7 o'clock and 7:05. Since we need to connect the present time to the previous time through how many minutes have passed, then we use the preposition of time past. Next, during. During describes simultaneous events or events that are happening at the same time, and it also describes any time or any period within a given time interval. For example, 1890s, World War II, 19th century. Example, you should not do your homeworks during class. So this sentence describes simultaneous events or 2 things happening at the same time. Next, during the 1980s, Grandma used to attend famous concerts. So this sentence has 2 things happening at the same time as well. The grandma was in the 1980s, and while she was in those times, she attended famous concerts too. So 2 things happening at the same time. 1, being in the 1980s, and 2, attending famous concerts. Next, before. Before describes something prior to a specific time or event. For example, we have 15 minutes before 9 o'clock. Let's wrap things up before sunset. Now, there are 2 instances involved in each sentence. For the first example, we have 15 minutes before 9 o'clock, which means 8:45, and the 9 o'clock. Since we need to express the relationship of these 2 instances, we use before to mean that we have 15 minutes left until 9 o'clock, meaning at the moment it is 8:45. The same logic applies to the second example. instance 1 first before instance 2. Next, after. After describes something following a specific time or event. For example, you can take your snacks after the activity. After lunch is our weekly meeting. Now, lunch and the activity here are our noun or noun phrases, and they are the objects of the preposition after. Until. Until describes a continuous event that will end at a specific point or time in the future. For example, they'll keep running until exhaustion, meaning if they don't get exhausted, they will not stop running. The washing machine will keep running until the timers stop. This means that if the timer isn't up yet, then the washing machine will keep running. Since. Since describes a continuous event that started from a specific point or time in the past and is still going on until now. For example, I've been into this book since my purchase, meaning I have been into this book when I purchased it, and I am still into it now. We've been practicing since Saturday, meaning we started practicing on Saturday, and we are still practicing now.